Hey guys, welcome back to more Sonic 2.
We're back in Mystic Cave Zone for some reason.
Well, that's the thing, because based on the original level order, Dust Hill would lead right into Mystic Cave Zone. And part of the reason we're here is because there's a certain pit that we avoided pretty well that we need to properly investigate today.
Oh yes, the infamous pit.
Yes. Which is funny that I'm going to investigate it as Knuckles, considering technically he can make his way out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
But only Knuckles.
Yeah. Yeah, because even though you play as Tails in this game, he couldn't fly until Sonic 3.
Or the iOS re-release.
This is true.
So,
It doesn't make any sense.
here is the infamous pit. If you're anyone other than Knuckles, this is instant death.
You're Super Sonic. If you're Super Sonic, it's even worse.
Unless you're playing the iOS version. Welcome to something they added back in. Including the Mystic Cave Zone 2-player competitive music, here is a redone Hidden Palace Zone from the Christian Whitehead iOS build of Sonic 2.
Because he thought he had such a bright idea using that infamous pit. A secret entrance!
Which is good because besides level select,
Including completely custom enemies based on the underwater ones from Sonic Advance.
this is true. Besides level select, the only way to get into the stage is by dropping down that pit in Mystic Cave.
And it's delightful. It is absolutely delightful. I love the amount of detail and effort put into creating Hidden Palace Zone as a fully realized and very balanced new zone.
Yeah, even the boss is very interesting at the end of it.
I think this is a true testament to the amount of creativity that went into Mania, because this is proof that you can take something that was taken out, reintroduce it, and not have it be obviously beta-ishly broken.
Yeah, it was properly bug tested and played through, which, you know, for Sonic game, bug testing doesn't mean anything, but it has actual structure and it has proper level design that you would expect to see from a main series Sonic game. So there's a lot of time and effort put into this one, which is why this one stands out the most even compared to the ROM hacks that added back in Hidden Palace. Because a lot of those, they did feel incomplete.
Oh no! Knuckles is gonna kill you, Sonic. Why'd you destroy the Master Emerald?
Oh no.
Well, now he's gotta go find him with the treasure radars again.
And it was complete with its own trombone boss.
Tuba. Got a giant trombone here.
He plays so badly he causes rocks from the ceiling to fall.
Now, when I first played this,
I also love the fact that Eggman effectively plays on the trombone. Womp, 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 womp.
I also like to think of it as that one fat joke that Family Guy made. I like to give it as like a one fat joke that Family Guy made. Like, stop following me with the trombone.
Stop it!
I also like the fact that even though it does have some elements that are reminiscent of the Hydro City Zone Act 2 boss from Sonic 3, the water jet that gets propelled by the bomb cannot be used to bounce Sonic into Eggman.
No,
It will hurt you.
What I was wanting to say earlier, before I made my Family Guy reference, was when I first played this on the iOS Android port, I actually got stuck on this boss and died to him multiple times because it was actually pretty difficult to figure out what you need to do at first to attack him. Because you wouldn't think at first you need to bait him into the bombs and have him explode to get him down here. Like, there's a lot about this fight that just, you would think maybe you could try to do if you're used to playing other games like Sonic 3. I was thinking these would propel you up, but they don't. But you have to bait him into the big one.
Like so.
Oh, the other thing I really like about the iOS version,
Yeah, there you go.
proper flying mechanic.
Yeah, I'm happy you showed this off because this is something that Christian Whitehead added to all of his ports that have Sonic and Tails together.
Also, I love the beta version of Hidden Palace Zone. Does this footage look a bit familiar from the intro I made for you, Lester?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it came from this stage or something.
Yeah. So this is Proto Palace, aka the Sonic 2 long version of Hidden Palace Zone, the original level that was scrapped using the original level data left in the Sonic 2 ROM.
It was pretty Sonic 2 came out, but there was still some incomplete data in the ROM.
If you finish the zone collecting every ring, there are at least 460 rings in the entire stage.
That's enough to get you some Chaos Emeralds.
And if you collect all of them, I found out, and this goes for any zone in Sonic 2, if you collect every ring in a stage, you get a continue.
Really?
Oh, wow.
With a perfect bonus. Hidden Palace Zone was actually the first zone I ever got the perfect bonus on.
Wow.
Which is kind of hilarious. I don't get it in this video, because let's be honest, there are so many extra lives in here. What worth does a continue have?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that you get a continue if you get a ring. Is that like that in all the classic games?
Only Sonic 2.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like they thought it was a good idea and then immediately just backpedaled on that thought for Sonic 3.
That makes me wonder. There was a lot of beta levels in this game. It just makes me wonder. You know, they had a lot of levels that they put in Sonic 2. How many levels did they intend to put in this game?
It was originally meant to have about, let's see, it's got about 12 and it was originally meant to have 16.
Yeah. I think this was supposed to be as big as Sonic 3 and Knuckles was.
Yeah, it was. Which is, you know, no wonder that Hidden Palace Zone came back in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I would love to see a Sonic 2 complete made with a Sonic 3 and Knuckles styled Hidden Palace Zone using this level architecture. That would be fantastic.
Because they tried doing that with all the different long versions of Sonic 2, but nothing really came to the same quality as the Sonic 3 complete ROM hack.
Again, why I'm so upset that Sonic Rebirth died.
Hey, at least Sonic 2 HD is back.
So upset.
Yeah, Sonic 2 HD is back, so...
Now!
Yeah, that's something to look at.
Next thing to get onto is all of the cheat codes in Sonic 2.
Yeah, for starters, beta version called Tails Miles, which was his proper first name.
It doesn't affect the background shifting because it's always got Miles in the background, but it does affect his HUD and every menu option that lists Tails instead of Miles.
Oh, I think I know what you're doing. You're doing the Supersonic cheat.
Oh no, I'm going to the level select. Level select first, of course.
Level select. See, it's been years since I last done it, and I was recognizing the first beginning of Supersonic.
And the great thing is, the sound test access to level select works in every version of Sonic 2. Sonic 2 Lost Levels, Sonic 2 Long version. Exception is the Knuckles in Sonic 2 because that used the button input I had on screen before. Now I'm adding in Debug Mode, because that is way too much fun.
Oh man. Breaks it.
Got a level of the beta names Emerald Hill and then Labyrinth Zone, and then Sky Fortress.
Genocide City, not the city I want to visit on a vacation.
Genocide City. That's... What made them think of that, making that name?
I guess someone was on a suicide rampage.
As before, A does nothing, B is to change to the debug item, and C is to place it.
Yeah, which placing a capsule in an Act 1 just really looks screwed up.
Alright, on to Act 2 then.
Because obviously this wasn't coded. Well, my favorite thing to always do with debug is to save yourself from a death.
Watch me go. The game's not liking it at all.
Nope.
Must outrun, must get to the actual end sign. No.
Aww.
So yeah, Aquatic Ruin Zone was originally called Neo Green Hill Zone. Hi Sonic Advance. Now here are the position switch item boxes from competition mode.
Which are really weird in single player.
Layer 2 does not like them at all.
Oh no. In fact, you get stuck in walls half the time.
Oh, just wait until I open the last one and then come back to the ground.
Oh!
See what I mean?
I'm stuck.
And to do a zip.
Now watch, I love the timing of the landing. In time with the music. So now, everything kind of looks right, except the mountains are underwater. And...
The bush was a little off, too.
Yeah.
The Great Flood happened again?
Now I cannot open any more of these item boxes. Once you've placed open one, any more that you place will be already broken.
Which is so weird because multiplayer has those things scattered all over the place.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's weird to see a limitation.
Now we're going for the Supersonic cheat. Which is slightly different for Knuckles.
Uh-oh.
But basically the same. It's a combination of 4 to 6 numbers, and then, because I've still got debug mode on, I can easily just add in all my rings to Tails.
Now, actually remember from my childhood too, I'm not sure if it's possible to do in base Sonic 2, or if you gotta modify it and basically create your own version of Sonic 2 to do this, but I actually had a friend who hacked the game and actually put in the special stage ring from Sonic 3. And once they went through it, they turned into Super Sonics, gave them 50 rings in Sonic 2.
I couldn't find it in
So that's one thing you could put in the game code. No, it's not in debug. It's something you would probably have to add in separate. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's something you can hack into the game, or you have to make your own separate version of Sonic 2. But I've seen people do stuff like that.
The other thing I love about debug mode is the fact that while you're in debug mode, your ring count doesn't decrease.
Oh yeah. Another thing I noticed too is sometimes the character attributes can just kind of go all over the place, because if you die in debug mode as Supersonic, and then you use your debug to get out of it, I've noticed sometimes you still keep the super look, but you don't have the super power.
Ensign flags.
You're a fake Super Saiyan.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, we have Supersonic Blue to thank for that.
And with that, that is all of the extra footage sorted for Sonic 2 4 years after we originally uploaded the playthrough.
We're very timely with the stuff, we know.
So clearly, Knuckles and Knuckles 3 and Knuckles next.
And Knuckles.
Clearly.
Oh no!